Praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rabakah, HaKodash. Double honor to the apostles, the great millstone, do well. Peace, love, and blessings to you, brothers on the highways and byways, giving diligence, make a call and election sure. Blessings to the very few sisters out there listening, learning, and believing. I am that fellow laborer, Kanakla, coming at you once again with another lesson, Lord's will, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai Shai. This lesson is edifying and exhorting. The title of this lesson will be, and I will stir up the Medes against him. All right. And that's pursuing to Isaiah the 13th chapter, around the 17th verse. Okay. But we're going to start from the top. But before we get into that, we're going to play this here video. As you know, see the title of this video. It says U.S. warships deployed to monitor Russian fleet 11 hours ago. If you didn't know, Russia, all this week, Russia has warships or conducting war drills right off the coast of Key West down there in Cuba. Okay. Let's play this video real quick. And Lord's willing is fair use, fair use. Usually they don't really, how can I put it? They won't really, it has to be full screen for them to copyright, I believe. So let's just see.
The Pentagon began monitoring the 4 Russian warships as they crossed the Atlantic and conducted live fire exercises intended to simulate an attack on enemy ships. Early Wednesday, Russian warships were seen entering the port of Havana. Echoes of the Cuban Missile Crisis in October 1962, when Soviet leader Nikita Khrushchev reached a secret deal with Fidel Castro to place Soviet nuclear missiles 90 miles from Key West, Florida.
That a series of offensive missile sites.
President Kennedy ordered a naval quarantine. It was the closest the two countries had ever come to nuclear war. On Tuesday, Russian warships sailed less than 30 miles off Florida's south coast. Ships from the U.S. Second Fleet, U.S. Fourth Fleet, and U.S. Coast Guard Atlantic area shadowed them. U.S. intelligence assesses there are no nuclear weapons on board these ships, but the Russian flotilla does include the Kazan nuclear-powered submarine. The Pentagon downplayed the provocative exercises in its backyard.
This is not a surprise. We've seen them do these type of port calls before. We, of course, take it seriously, but these exercises don't pose a threat to the United States.
In Moscow, Russia's foreign minister thanked his Cuban counterpart for taking Russia's side in Ukraine.
We are grateful to our Cuban friends for their principled position on the situation around Ukraine. From the very beginning, Havana assessed the ongoing events, outlining absolutely correct.
It's notable that Russia did not send its only aircraft carrier, the Admiral Kuznetsov, to Cuba. It's currently out of service. Also notable that Ukraine has sunk nearly half of Russia's Black Sea fleet in the past 2 years, including a prize submarine. At the Pentagon, Jennifer Griffin, Fox News.
It mimicked the Cuban Missile Crisis way back in 1962. I'm just replay that little part there.
During the port of Havana, echoes of the Cuban Missile Crisis in October 1962.
October 1962. So here it is, 2024. All right. We're in the end times. As the prophet Habakkuk said, at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. This leads us into the prophecies. So real fast, let's go to Isaiah the 13th chapter. I'll start from the top, read through it pretty fast, so this video isn't so long. It's 22 verses. So I won't thoroughly break down everything. Briefly speak on it, and I'll wait till we get to about the 17th verse. Isaiah 13:1, it says, the burden of Babylon. All right, and this is a burden, of Babylon. Babylon's America, which Isaiah, the son of Amos, did see. So this is something he saw, a vision. All right, that's what the prophets were. They were seers. The Heavenly Father would give them visions, and they would write them down. Okay, aka prophecy, speak before something happened, because they had already saw it. And this isn't talking about ancient Babylon, because what we're about to read, okay, ancient Babylon didn't go down in this manner. Okay, Belshazzar was assassinated. Matter of fact, let's establish that real fast. Is it Daniel's? It might be Daniel's 5, if I'm not mistaken. We'll find it. Daniel's 5, I believe, 31st verse, the last verse. Yep. So let's see. Let's get to the point. Daniel 5:29 says, Then commanded Belshazzar, and they clothed Daniel with scarlet, and put a chain of gold about his neck, and made a proclamation concerning him, that he should be the third ruler in the kingdom. And that night was Belshazzar, all right, the king of the Chaldeans, was slain. All right, the Syrian Babylonian Empire. And that night Belshazzar was slain, the last king of Babylon. And Darius the Median took the kingdom, being about 62 years old. So Darius, all right, which I'm not mistaken, is Astyages. Okay, Darius is a title. Took the kingdom, being about 62 years old. So the Babylonian Empire didn't become desolate. Basically, the Medes took it. The Medes, which later became the Persian Empire, they just took the kingdom. Okay, no big war or nothing. Their king was assassinated and another ruler came in instead. So here we go. Let's go back to Isaiah 13. So the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see, lift ye up a banner upon a high mountain. The mountain is a representation of government. The banner is the scriptures. Exalt the voice unto them. Shake the hand that they may go down into the gates of nobles. Shake a hand is symbolism of rebuking. Okay, rebuking the nobles, those that are on high, those that control Babylon. Okay. I have commanded my sanctified ones, I have called my mighty ones for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. So the Lord mustereth this battle. He prepares it. He starts it. He gets it ready. He says they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land, that far country. Specifically, I'm mainly talking about Russia, and the weapons of indignation to destroy the whole land. So those weapons are ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right. So they're going to come from far to destroy the land. It says, how ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand, because that's the second death. By fire. It's going to come by the means of the missiles. It says, shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. And they shall be afraid. Pains and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. This Babylon, this is that burden, okay? And he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine, because those missiles, those clouds, those missiles create. Okay, gonna blot out the sun. All right, also including the ships, the UFOs that will appear simultaneously as these missiles are being shot. So it's gonna be a dark day. It says, and I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. And these Edomites are most proud, man. Okay? So the Lord is going to destroy their kingdom. And their proud is going to cease. It says, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. The terrible is terrible, Esau, Edom. And I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than a golden wedge of Ophir, because during the time of trouble, as the scripture say, a man shall be a hiding place from the wind. And this not just talking about an average man, it's talking about the man of the Lord. Okay? An Israelite man, elect men. It says, therefore, I will shake the heavens, all right, and the earth shall remove out of her place, because this heavens here is talking about this this kingdom, is this dominion, all right, which proves it in the next part of the verse. It says, the earth shall remove out of her place, so the earth is going to shake, because this is Esau, Edom's heaven, man. This is in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger, it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So everyone is joined to the system, joined to Esau, Edom. All right, they're going to fall with this place. It says, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. You know, because Babylon the Great is already being invaded. So when you go into 2nd Ezra 15 and 16, okay, you already have foreign troops here in America already. All right, the UN troops, United Nations troops, peace, global. You know, they represent global peace, so to say. So those troops are going to come in America, in which they're already here, to bring forth order of the elites. And they're going to be doing, as it says, you know, they're going to be spoiling people out of the house. They're going to be raping their women. The same thing that America does, American troops does when they go to these other countries. Okay, so the same thing is going to happen unto Babylon, America. It says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. And the Medes is talking about the Russians, which you already see now. Because Russia sent the troops, all right, in a direct response of, as I searched here, U.S. sends missiles, okay? U.S. will send another Patriot missile battery to Ukraine. U.S. will send Ukraine another Patriot missile system, okay? And also there's been reports of U.S. actually sending Ukraine long-range missiles to basically attack Russia, okay? So Russia sent their warships right on their border. You know, you can see it's a tick for tack. You send missiles upon our border, Ukraine, you know, U.S. sends missiles to Ukraine right upon the Russian border. So Russia, as the lady stated in here, you know, here it is now, you got warships right on your border. Okay, so this is escalation of this war, all right? We know the prophecy in Revelation 13:16 has to come to pass. So these are just wars and rumors of wars, which is beautiful, because even though it's not popping off right at this moment, this is a sign of the end. This is one of the signs that Yahushua told the disciples that would take place when you read Matthew 24 in the Gospels. All right, so let's go back to this U.S. send missile. So let's go to this. As I typed in here, what was the ancient land of the Medes? So you search it, and you know, when you just generally search, it's going to say Iran. Okay, but it's not talking about Iran. It's talking about Russia. It says Media, ancient country of northwestern Iran, generally corresponding to the modern regions. All right, so generally correspond to the modern regions of Azerbaijan. All right, so when you search up Azerbaijan, the nation and former Soviet republic. All right, it's bounded by the Caspian Sea and Caucasus Mountains. All right, which that's the region Russia, dwells today. Okay, in that area there, that's Russian territory. Okay, I say former Soviet. So when the Lord say, "I will stir up the Medes," okay, it's talking about the Russians, and as you can see, that stirring is already happening. To further prove that point, all right, the Lord, here it is right here. Russia formally declares the U.S. as enemy. What next? So the Lord is stirring up the Medes. Ezekiel the 38th chapter. Okay. After months of rising tensions over Ukraine between Russia and U.S. bilateral relations have hit a new low as the Kremlin spokesperson defined the U.S. as an enemy. Okay. So let's go back to the scriptures. Behold, so this is the Lord saying, I will stir up the Medes against them. So the Lord is stirring up Russia against America, which shall not regard silver. And as for gold, they shall not delight in it, because they don't want your money, they want blood, man. Okay, so this is going to further escalate to the point, the Russians, you're not going to be able to bargain with them. You're not going to be able to reason with them. You're not going to be able to talk. They just want blood. So their bows, talking about their missiles, shall also dash the young man to pieces. They shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. To prove this is talking about the missiles, the eyes shall not spare children, because when you shoot those missiles, is going to be all types of women and children. The missiles isn't just, the missile fire is not just going to avoid the children. All that's, the fruit of the womb, pregnant. No, the missiles is going to consume everything, all right, within its reach. So it says, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. All right. And how was the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah? Searching real fast. Images. Okay. Fire and brimstone. You see it? Fire. It's a better picture right here, I should say. See that? Looks like missiles raining down. See? Like missiles coming down. So we read in Daniel's, the 5th chapter, how Belshazzar was basically assassinated, and Darius the Mede, Astyages, took over that region. So Babylon didn't go down in the manner that Sodom and Gomorrah did. So, what is this talking about? It's just talking about a prophetic Babylon, which John, all right, further expounded on. In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of Chaldees' excellency shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it dwell in from the generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert, so desert creatures are going to dwell in Babylon, because it's going to be a big desert. It says, and their houses shall be full of dull creatures, the owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. Salakia. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses. Dragons in pleasant places. And her time is near to come. So this is near. You see the Lord stirring up the Medes against him, and her days shall not be prolonged. So the Lord isn't going to carry this out much longer. All right, that's it. Lord's willing, real soon, man. So This is a fact. Ancient Babylon did not go out in this fashion. So, there you have it. And I will stir up the Medes against him, the Russians against America. So I'll leave it there. Lord's Williams and Zedifine, giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Shalom to you.